Netanyahu slams impending nuclear deal as talks enter fifth day. Outgoing UN Middle East envoy gives his final briefing. Israel resumes tax transfers to the Palestinian Authority. And Israeli soccer team crushed by Wales in key qualifier. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. The top stories for March 29th. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu condemned the framework Iranian nuclear agreement being sought by international negotiators at the weekly cabinet meeting today.
אני בא עכשיו משיחה עם מנהיג הרפובליקנים בסנאט, הסנטור מקונל. בסוף השבוע שוחחתי עם מנהיג הדמוקרטים בסנאט, הסנטור הארי ריד. הבאתי בפניהם את הדאגה העמוקה שלנו מההסדר המסתמן עם איראן בשיחות הגרעין. ההסכם הזה, כפי שהוא מסתמן, מאשש את כל החששות שלנו, ואף יותר מכך.
The foreign ministers of France and Germany met with the European Union foreign policy chief this morning to discuss the details of a possible nuclear deal between Iran and the six powers. Officials close to the talks said the sides have closed in on a preliminary deal, which was stuck on several issues. US and Iran's delegations met separately early this morning. The deadline for a political framework nuclear deal is this Tuesday. Outgoing UN Middle East envoy Robert Serry said on Thursday during his final briefing to the UN Security Council that the international community should create a new peace architecture to replace Security Council Resolution 242.
Security Council Resolution 242, embodying the key principle of land for peace, is nearly half a century old. During my tenure, in my first year actually, the Council passed only 2 resolutions on Israel and Palestine, and neither of these provided the strategy. Hasn't the time come, Mr. President, for the Council to lead?
Serry was speaking just days after the US said it will reassess its Middle East diplomacy, leading to speculation it may support a UN Security Council resolution setting parameters for an Israeli-Palestinian peace deal. He said that since the parties at this time do not seem ready to restart talks, they shouldn't be rushed back to the table. The US and EU welcomed on Friday an Israeli decision to transfer Palestinian tax funds that it has withheld since January to protest the Palestinian Authority's decision to join the International Criminal Court. The freeze of funds prompted the PA to cut most of its employees' salaries by 40% and resort to an emergency budget. Israel's move to unfreeze the funds may be seen as a bid to rebuild bridges, particularly with the White House, which criticized hawkish comments about the Palestinians that Netanyahu made in the build-up to his election victory this month. And the Israeli national soccer team suffered a serious blow to its hopes of qualifying for Euro 2016 with a 3-0 defeat to Wales at Sami Ofer Stadium in Haifa last night. Netanyahu visited the players in their dressing room to offer some words of consolation.
בקמפיין יש ימים כאלה, יש ימים אחרים, זה ברוח הלחימה. הם לוחמים, אמרתי, בלגיה, איך אומרים, לפניכם, ועם ישראל מאחוריכם. תדוכו יום אחד, כל הכוח. פגש בירושלים, להתראות חבר'ה.
Israel will next face group favourite Belgium at Teddy Stadium in Jerusalem on Tuesday, a game it will need to win to retain any chance of qualifying for the Euro. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.